Mr. Speaker, worthy members of the opposition, my esteemed partners and members of the Parliament, thank you for being here today. This House believes gender segregation improves the quality of education. For the purpose of our case today, House will refer to students in their early 20s with experience in the co-ed public school system. Gender segregation will refer to separation of individuals by their observed and/or preferred gender identity, and the quality of education will refer to how many and how quickly subjects can be taught and learned. For the opposition to win this case today, they must prove that gender segregation does not improve the quality of education. Our new resolution is as follows. This House, or students in their early 20s with experience in the co-ed public school system, believes that separating individuals by their observed or preferred gender identity improves how many and how quickly subjects can be taught and learned. Our case point 1 is that it's safer for the students. If you have all girls schools and all boys schools, in the case of the all girls schools, they will be allowed to just be girls. A lot of times girls in schools are worried about how boys perceive them or how they're being treated by boys. They're worried that boys look at them inappropriately. They might not feel safe being a woman, being a girl in school. They don't feel safe around men or boys. So if you have girls in all girls schools, the likelihood of them feeling safer increases. They'll feel much safer around the female staff, around the other female students. They'll feel like they can be themselves more. Girls will be able to be girls. Now, it's also safer because for boys, boys will be allowed to be boys. They don't have to worry about impressing girls, so it's safer for their self-identity, because a lot of times boys feel the need to prove themselves to girls. They have to prove that they're macho men and that they can be very brave and buff and bold, but that's not necessary. In an all-boys school, they're only comparing themselves between other boys to other boys, and that might be safer for them because there's no need to prove themselves to anyone like girls. They can just be boys and be playful and have fun with each other as boys. Boys can be boys. Case point 2 is that there will be less distraction. People like to argue that not having a dress code can be distracting in situations like girls' shorts being too short, or their skirts being too short, or not wearing sleeved shirts can be distracting. So in the case of that argument, with the genders separated, boys will not be distracted, girls will not be distracted. So having people separated means that they won't be distracted by these issues with or without the dress code. That's referring to boys not being distracted because there will be no girls around to be distracted by. Another point to make with this is that there will be no dating couple drama, or there will be significantly less, and it will not cross genders with this drama, which tends to be very distracting for students. In my time in co-ed public school, I remember there being a lot of drama revolving around relationships that distracted many students from their schoolwork. So having gender segregated will hopefully reduce extremely the amount of distraction referring to relationships that students will be dealing with. For all these reasons, vote for the government.